Hey, Stephen Fortner here for Gearslutz at KnobCon 2016. Couldn't leave without showing you the Minimoog Model D, which I actually reviewed for a popular magazine about keyboards. This is just so legit. I've actually spent a lot of hands-on time with it, not here. I had one at my house for about a week, and I can tell you that it sounds exactly like the real thing. The modern conveniences, whereas the Minimoog Voyager was really a totally contemporary reimagining of the Minimoog, the new D is more like a fully restored classic car, where the Bluetooth stereo has a classic radio look and doesn't mess up the dash. So the modern conveniences here really stay out of your way. You've got an LFO with an adjustable rate, and you can pull the knob in or out to adjust the waveform. That saves you from having to tie up oscillator 3 as an LFO, so you can now have thick 3 oscillator patches plus an LFO. You have a couple of additional modulation sources compared to the original in the controllers section. And you have a Fortner TP9 keybed. And although that is a MIDI keyboard, Moog has hardwired this thing to speak CV and gate to every part of the sound engine that matters. It transmits velocity and senses channel aftertouch, which are not hardwired to anything inside the unit, but via the patch panels on the outside, you can patch velocity and aftertouch to filter cutoff, loudness, and a couple of other destinations. So pitch is another one. So you could add vibrato with aftertouch, you could open up the filter with aftertouch, and so forth. In addition to that, there are some cool power-on commands that allow you to press a key or a chord while turning the power on to set things like lowest, highest, or most recent note priority. But let's talk about the important thing, the sound. This thing sounds every bit like the original. I had it up next to an original from I think around '78 for my review, and you've got a modern Minimoog with all of the reliability of modern manufacturing, although what Moog put inside this thing is part for part identical to the original, just with new materials. And vintage specimens on eBay are they're more expensive, and it remains to be seen whether this might drive the price of the secondary market down because it's just so darn good. But we might speculate that it will. If you've always wanted a Minimoog and the vintage hunt has been a little off-putting for you, this is the droid you're looking for.